Good morning, good morning, good morning, positivity pushers. I hope you guys are doing well this morning. It's your host, Antonio Santoro. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. And we're about to start this show. It's going to be a great show this morning. Rocco, say hello to the people as they come on.
How are you? Happy Labor Day weekend.
There you go. Labor Day weekend. That's right. So if you've not done so already, as y'all come on, y'all know what to do. You guys just share this broadcast. All you do is just click share in the bottom of this broadcast and it will share out. I'm telling you, this is going to be an amazing show. We got sound effects. All right. Okay. All right. We got sound effects. So this is going to be an amazing show this morning, guys. This is going to be my story. I don't have a guest this morning. It's my story, my truth. And ultimately, let's be honest, I'm going to share, of course, the struggles of my life, but also we're going to talk about giving God glory. God got me through all of it. So we're going to talk about God as well this morning. So yeah, go ahead and share this broadcast. I want people to have I want them to wake up and win this morning. It's going to be a great show. So we're going to go ahead and get started very soon.
This is WCOM.
All right, good morning. By the way, comment. Thank you. Have a great day. Comment, questions, all that stuff. Interact with me this morning. It's just myself, no guest this morning. That's my intro. So you guys know what time it is. The Positivity Push. Go ahead, share this broadcast. It's going to be an amazing show. Good morning. Positivity people, my positivity pushers out there on 103.5 FM WCOM and on Facebook Live. It is your host, Antonio Santoro, live here in the hot seat in the corner of Chapel Hill and Carborough, community radio station, 103.5 FM WCOM, and live on the Positivity Push Facebook page. It's time to sit back, relax, and be positive for the next hour, live here on 103.5 FM WCOM, Chapel Hill Carborough Community Radio, and on the Positivity Push Facebook page. You don't want to miss this morning show. It's going to be a powerful show of positivity. So y'all sit back, be ready to be positive for this next hour. All right. We had to start the show with Aretha, Say a Little Prayer for You. Say a Little Prayer. I love this song. Good morning, Auntie Carnithia. Good morning, my mother, Brenda. Thank you guys for joining me. This is going to be a very good show, powerful show, and a courageous show. I'm just going to be honest. There's no guest for me to hide behind. It's just me. So I'm sharing my truth this morning. My truth has a voice. My story has a voice. And it's time for the story to come out of the closet and just be shared with you all. And honestly, to give God glory. God has brought me through a mighty long way. And we're going to talk about that as well. Good morning, Pastor Cassandra Elliott is in the house. Thank you for waking up and winning with me this morning. Thank you, Miss Janine, for coming on. Thank you guys for your support. Good morning, Miss Tamika Smith. I'm telling you, God's giving me courage. Listen, I'm bold. I'm so good this morning, y'all. I'm so good. I've got notes for days just in case, but I'm just flowing with my story and my truth this morning. That's really what this is about, because guess what? We overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. So that's how we overcome, y'all. Good morning, Michael. What's going on? Look at you waking up super early. I love it. I love it. I love it. So listen, you're watching the Positivity Push. Use your voice for God's glory. That's what I'm doing this morning. I've allowed other people to use their voice on my show, but now it's my turn. September 1st, birthing my truth. That's what I'm birthing, supporting from. I know, I see that. I'm slightly jealous that you're in Jamaica right now, Cassandra. But I pray that the positive vibes reach Jamaica this morning. I hope you guys are smiling this morning. I need you guys to just take a moment and just smile. Smile, show your teeth, or those that don't have teeth, just show those gums and just say, you know what? It's a good day. This is the day the Lord has made. We're going to rejoice and be glad in it. So, as if y'all didn't get enough Aretha yesterday, Aretha Franklin's funeral lasted like 9 hours. I mean, well, all right, you guys know how that goes. So as if you didn't have enough. But listen, I'm so good this morning. I'm excited. I'm free. I'm free this morning. I'm free this morning. I'm free this morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I appreciate you joining me this morning. Good morning. Good morning to you guys. Share this broadcast. Share this broadcast. If you've not done so already, share this broadcast. I want people to get this. It's going to be good stuff, y'all. It's going to be good stuff. This is going to be powerful. This is going to be truth, which sets people free. Come on, not just me, but other people free. It's time to own your story, own your truth. Michelle, good morning. Thank you guys for joining me. As you comment, I'm going to give you a shout out over the radio. All right, y'all, let's do this. And that was Say a Little Prayer by the Queen of Soul herself, Aretha Franklin. As if you didn't have enough Aretha yesterday, we know that her funeral lasted a very long time, but it was all worth it. She is so worthy of the best. She's awesome. So again, you're listening to The Positivity Push live here on 103.5 FM WCOM. I want to welcome all the listeners this morning, this bright Saturday morning, over the airwaves for your dose of positivity. Thank you for joining me. Also the viewers, that's right, the viewers of the Positivity Push page on Facebook. You can tune in the studio. You can join us and the whole community in the studio on Facebook. Just type in The Positivity Push. You're going to see this money maker, this multi-million-dollar face right here, and you're going to see that, and you just like that page. While you're at it, visit thepositivitypush.com for more information about the show and your host, Antonio Santoro. If you want to sponsor this show, if you just want a ministry, an event, a business, or even just yourself to be cast over the airwaves and on Facebook and on my website, go to thepositivitypush.com, click contact, I believe, or become a show sponsor, and you can actually become a show sponsor. So go ahead and do that. If this is your first time tuning in, the Positivity Push wants to welcome you to the most positive place on the planet, y'all. This is the positive place in the corner of Chapel Hill and Carborough. This is your feel-good fix, and this show is to inspire, encourage, and empower you through various interviews and uplifting music. Thank you guys again for starting off your weekend with me, y'all. This is going to be a powerful show. If you know anything about the Positivity Push, we're switching it up a little bit this morning. Because if you've been following the Positivity Push for any amount of time, you know that there has been a guest scheduled every Saturday morning since I started this show back in February. These guests provide their stories of overcoming their trials in life and how they came through, the strategies that they provided to come through. Well, guess what, y'all? It is my turn. It's my turn. I'm super excited. It's me. I'm the guest here today. My truth has a voice, from child to champion, from common to king. I'm going to say that again. From child to champion, from common to king. I'm going to share how I faced life's blows and how I bounced back. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, everything that I share on this show is not reflective of 103.5 FM WCOM. It does not reflect the station. It is my story. So I'm going to be talking about God a lot. I'm going to be talking about Jesus. I'm going to be talking about how he brought me through. Y'all, I'm already feeling stirred this morning. So we're going to jump into the truth, into my story, the good, the bad, the ugly, the things that people think they know and they don't, or the things that they think they know and maybe they do. I'm going to share all of it. So listen, we're going to jump into Tony's truth right after this next song. Y'all know it's the 1st of September? Did y'all know that? Yeah, it's the 1st of September. And why not start off the month with Earth, Wind, and Fire, September? All right, we'll be right back after this song. All right. Y'all ready for this? Are y'all ready for this? I'm ready for it. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. This is going to be an amazing show. And let me tell you why. Because the truth sets people free. The truth brings positivity in people's lives. And we've got to be lovers of truth. We're going to talk about that. We've got to be lovers of truth. What are we walking in that are self-limiting? What are we walking in that's self-doubting? What are the things that are limiting our positive life? What are we doing? What are we doing? How are we thinking? How are we speaking? And y'all, I'm about to expose the enemy. I'm about to expose every lie. I'm about to expose my life. And I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it. No more hiding. No longer am I hiding behind a guest. No longer am I hiding behind the opinions and critiques of others. Y'all, I am feeling good this morning. I'm feeling good this morning. I don't know about y'all, but I'm feeling good. Are y'all smiling this morning? I just need you guys to put a little smile emoji or put the number 1 if you're just feeling good this morning. Just type the number 1 if you feel good this morning. Because I feel good. I feel good. It's a good show, y'all. It's a good show. It's a good day. So, are y'all ready? I know Janine's ready. Listen, Alex, I'm telling my story this morning. Telling my story. So it's good. It's good, y'all. Yeah, smiling. Alex, you're smiling this early. I love it. I love it. Love your energy. You are free. Listen, I'm so free right now. Michael, you're uno. I love it. I love it. Janine, 111. Come on, come on, come on. Are y'all dancing to September? Listen, I'm super excited also because it's my birthday month. Come on, this is the month where my parents were snowed in probably in January, and 9 months later pops out myself and my twin brother. Come on, come on. They must have been snowed in because listen, hey, what's going on, sis? It's my favorite month, probably because it's my birthday month. Yeah, I love come on, I love the smiles. Yeah, Cassandra Elliott, you gotta be extra. I love it. I love that you're extra. Doesn't he have the best energy? You can't help but smile. Good. Millie Rock, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Birthday month, listen. Come through birthday month. That's right. It's time to birth some things. We're gonna talk about that right after this song. And not only am I birthing my truth today, but I'm birthing something amazing today, y'all. You guys have to get ready for something amazing that I'm birthing. So get ready for that. I'm going to announce it at the end of the show. I'm going to announce it at the end of the show. So y'all be ready. Y'all be ready. Y'all be ready. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Celebrate. Y'all celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. All right. Yeah, I'm excited. Can y'all tell I feel good this morning? I feel real good this morning. This is going to be a good day. A good day. Y'all, we're about to jump into this thing. Thank you for being proud of me. I'm proud of you. Keep doing the thing. Keep doing the thing. Here we go, y'all. And that was September by Earth, Wind, and Fire. How can we not start off the month without playing September by Earth, Wind, and Fire? How can we do that? So listen, y'all, this morning you're listening to the Positivity Push with your host, Antonio Santoro. I have a cast and crew with me on the Facebook Live on the Positivity Push page. We got Carnithia, Cassandra, Winston, Brenda, Janine, Tamika, Juanita, Michael, Carol. We got so many people. Willie Gibson. We got so many people listening in, watching on the Positivity Push Facebook page, and you can join them on the community. Just go to the Positivity Push. You're going to see this multi-million-dollar face, and it's your boy, Antonio Santoro. So all you do is just click like. All you do is click like, and you can join the community. Listen, we started off with September. Before we jump into our show, it's the 9th month. It's also my birthday month. It's the month where my parents probably got snowed in January, and 9 months later, myself and my twin brother were born into this world. So I thank God for that. But we're going to have a September challenge. Y'all ready for a challenge this month? We haven't had a challenge on the Positivity Push in a minute, and it's called It's Mine in 9 Challenge. It's Mine in 9. It's Mine in 9, the 9th month. So it's Mine in 9. It's mine in 9. We know that in 9 months, women birth babies in 9 months. But the challenge is, what are you birthing in this 9th month? What is yours in this 9th month? What is yours in this 9th month? What are you birthing? Are you birthing a book, a program, a ministry, a business, a new invention, a new recipe, a new commitment to working out? I mean, drinking more water. What are you birthing this month? Are you birthing a new behavior? So it's mine in 9. So y'all ready for the challenge? If you're on Facebook Live, go ahead and start to strategize what you're going to be birthing this month. Listen, I'm going to be telling you a couple things that I'm going to be birthing this month. Today, I'm birthing my truth. Today, I'm birthing my story. I remember when I first got this show, I had a couple people tell me, "Hey, Antonio, this is where you're gonna speak your truth. This is where you're gonna tell your truth. This is a platform for you to tell your truth." And well, y'all, the time is now. The time is now. So y'all ready for it? Y'all ready for it? I'm ready. I'm here for it. As I mentioned many times on the show, we can't fix what we don't face. We can't fix what we don't face. It's time to face some truths that have been in the back of the closet, that have been back there with the skeletons for a long time. A mentor once told me, tell your story. A mentor told me, tell your story so no one else will. Tell your story so no one else will. You can't be mad at my story. I can't be mad at Anne Frank for hiding from the German soldiers. I can't be mad at her for that. I can't be mad at, Pastor Cassandra Elliott going through her struggles and trials. I can't be mad at Marcel Anderson. I can't be mad at Tina Moore Brown. I can't be mad at Alicia Faust. I can't be mad at some of these guests that I've had on. Mike Georges. I can't be mad at these people because it's their story. I can't be mad at the people listening because it's your story. I can't be mad at you for that. So guess what, y'all? Don't be mad at me for this. This is going to be a great show, and oftentimes we hide behind people's stories. We hide behind people's grand stories because we don't want to share ours. Let's be honest. We stay in the backstage or on the sidelines because we don't want to be seen. Well, y'all, I've done that since the beginning of this show. I've let everybody else. Tamika Smith, she had a story. And she shared that story. I had so many guests on from February to here it is September. And I've hid behind them. It's time to come out of the shadows, y'all. It's time to come out of the shadows. This show is going to be powerful and groundbreaking. And if not for anybody else, for me. This show is going to be powerful for nobody else but for me. Why? Because it's time to walk in freedom. It's time to walk in truth. And y'all, it's got to be time. It's time that we walk as lovers of truth. How many of you all are walking in deception? How many of you all are telling yourself a lie? Yeah, we tell ourselves these lies. Like, let's be honest. Like, we can look in the mirror and say, oh, you know what? I really look good in this. I look good in this outfit. Well, y'all, let's be honest. Sometimes you don't. You tell yourself a lie. So we must be lovers of truth. We must be lovers of truth. Truth is what sets us free. I'm going to say that again. Truth is what sets us free. What sets us free? Truth. Truth. As a man of faith, and as I mentioned, everything that I say in this show does not reflect the station's views. It doesn't reflect the station's views. This is my story. So I'm going to be talking about God a lot. I'm going to be talking about Jesus. I'm going to be quoting scripture. So y'all sit back and buckle up. As a man of faith, Jesus is the way, the what, the truth, and the life. We find life in our truth. When you're walking in deception, that's when there's death. Deception brings death. We have to walk and be lovers of truth. Deception brings death. I'm going to say it one more time. Deception brings death. I'll be honest in saying pulling out and dusting off the skeletons from my closet is kind of scary. I had to ask myself, what do people think? What will people think? What are the repercussions going to be? What is that going to be? Well, y'all, this is the positivity push. I had to cast those negative imaginations to the side and say, this is the positivity push. My Bible tells me, come on, I hold on to the fact that the Lord is my strong tower. The righteous run into him and they're safe. So y'all, walking in your truth brings safety. Walking in your truth brings protection. So here's the deal. I'm so tired of being held hostage from my past by others and by myself. Oftentimes we can hold ourselves hostage by our past with guilt, shame. Oh man, I can't believe I did that. Oh man, I can't believe I said that to that person. Why are you holding yourself hostage? Why are you holding yourself hostage? No longer are you going to be held hostage when you walk in truth by others or by yourself. People will always have an opinion. People will always have an opinion, but God has an assignment. I'm going to say that again, y'all. People will always have an opinion, but God has an assignment. People will have you bound to your past. They'll be like, you know what? Remember when you did this? Yeah, I remember. But guess what? The old has passed away. Behold, the new has come. The new has come. I am new today. I am not who I was. I don't care if you messed up last week or yesterday or 10 minutes ago. You are new. You are brand new, brand spanking new, right off the lot. I'm telling you. So as I was preparing for this show, I was preparing for this show and praying and reading the Bible, I came across this verse, Psalm 81, verse 10. Psalm 81, verse 10 says, I am the Lord your God who brought you out of the land of Egypt. Who brought you out of the land of Egypt. Open your mouth wide and I will fill it. In the Bible, Egypt was the place of bondage and limitation. God has brought you out of that. God has brought you out of your past, your bondage, your limitation. God has brought you out of your struggle so that you can open up your mouth and God will fill it. And that's what my prayer has been this morning. God, fill my mouth. I open up my mouth and you fill it with truth. And that's what I want to do. Be bold and you be glorified. That's it, plain and simple. Isaiah 58:1 says, lift up your voice like a trumpet. Y'all need to be loud as a trumpet this morning with your truth. I need you to sound the alarm with your truth. Lift up your voice like a trumpet. Matthew 10:20 says, for it is not you who speak, but the Spirit of the Father who speaks through you. It's not you who speak. You don't speak. The Spirit of the Father speaks through you. So keep that in mind, y'all. It's time to be bold. It's time to be bold. I, again, want to welcome you all to the Positivity Push. This is my story. No longer am I having a guest this morning. It's just me telling my story, telling my truth, and talking about how I've overcome through God, through Christ Jesus, and how I've bounced back, and how others can as well. Y'all, this story is going to be nitty-gritty. It's not going to be pretty, but I'm telling you right now, it's purposeful. It's purposeful. My story isn't a fairy tale. I'm just going to go ahead and be honest. It's not a fairy tale with a knight in shining armor or a beautiful princess, but rather it's a story of loss, rejection, and instability. It's a story of it's a messy story. I'm just going to be honest. However, there is a happy ending. There is a happy ending. Come on, somebody. There is a happily ever after. There is a happily ever after. So I just need you guys to go ahead and keep that in mind, that there's always going to be a happily ever after. No matter what you're facing, no matter what you're going through, there's a happily ever after. I want to welcome again all those on Facebook Live. If you've not shared this broadcast, do so right now. Share this broadcast. I want people to catch this replay. So listen, let's talk about my truth. Let's talk about my story. Unstable childhood. I had an unstable childhood. Grew up, twin brother, couple older siblings. My parents were together. But they fought every night about money, about bills, about their I don't even know. Listen, I'm a child. I was just like, gosh, you're fighting so much. Why are y'all together? Why are you guys miserable together? And again, all things work together for the good. But they continue to fight about bills and money. And I want to just pause and earmark this moment and say, if you're an adult and you've got children, teach them about financial literacy. Teach them about how to budget. Teach them how to utilize money and to not be scared of money. Because as I grew up, because I wasn't taught and there was so much fighting and conflict about money, I became scared of it. I was scared, God, I don't want to be broke because I'll end up like them, fighting and frustrated and upset all the time. So please, 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 please teach your people, teach your children about the value of money. Father was present, but wasn't mentally present. There was alcohol and drugs prevalent in my home. Verbal abuse, physical abuse, and bills not being paid. Sometimes I would walk in, I'd be like, is the lights on today? Yeah, it was an unstable childhood. It's an unstable childhood. And the constants in my life throughout this whole story, my mother, who was so strong, so stable, was amazing, an incredible backbone. I'm so grateful for her. And my twin brother, Frankie. My brother, Frankie, was my best friend, and I'll talk to you a little bit more about that later. So growing up, because I didn't have very much parental supervision, I was running the streets, y'all. I was running the streets of the farm in King, North Carolina, the neighborhood. I was running the streets. And at age 9, I was introduced to sex and pornography. I was introduced to to this whole dark world of sex and pornography. Y'all, it is 8:25 in the morning and we're talking about sex and pornography. Hey, it's my story. Let's be honest. It is what it is. This resulted in my fascination of it. I was so fascinated by this. It got real quiet on Facebook Live. I was so fascinated by this. I was vulnerable and violated. I was scared because I was like, what is this? But I was so fascinated. I wanted to know more. So I experimented with the sensations. Yeah, I experimented with it. At the age of 9, I opened up that door to girls and guys. I'm going to say that again, to girls and guys. Yeah. I opened up that door. And that's when all hell broke loose. That's when all hell broke loose. I was violated as a child. I was inappropriately touched as a child. And I didn't resist it because it was a need that was being fulfilled. Yeah, it was a need that was being fulfilled. I needed that attention that I was desiring. So here I was introduced to, I was over-sexualized as a child with pornography and then being violated. And then I questioned my identity. Growing up, I was like, what is this about? What is this about? I mean, the role of a father is to protect, to provide, and to establish identity. I'm going to say that again. The role of a father is to provide, protect, and to establish identity. And as a young man, I didn't have that. I wasn't taught. And with the lack of his presence, I questioned my identity and even my sexuality. I questioned it. I said, this feels good. I wasn't sure if I liked girls or guys. I was accused. I was bullied. I was questioned. Are you gay? Or queer? Yeah, I was asked so many questions. I was bullied. I remember coming home time and time again throughout middle school, crying to my mom, like, really? What is this about? And y'all, I'm telling you, it's just part of my story. I embrace it, y'all. I embrace it. So, to answer all the questions, accusations, and bullying, did I like guys? I sure did. I also liked women. I love some women, but yeah, I was attracted to men because it felt good. I didn't know what it was like. So this was confusing to me. I grew up in confusion because I didn't know what was right and how to be a man. I didn't know how to be a man, y'all. Is anybody a witness, listening, watching? I didn't know how to be a man. So I started to grow in my faith. And I was learning my feelings didn't line up with the faith that I was proclaiming. It didn't line up with the faith that I was proclaiming. But let me go on record. Let me go on record at 8:28, Romans 8:28, 8:28. All things work together for the good to those that love the Lord and who are called to his purpose. At 8:28 on Saturday morning, September 1st, I want to go on record and say, that is not my lifestyle. I'm going to say it again. That is not my lifestyle. That's not my lifestyle. I don't choose that lifestyle. I am not a homosexual. I do not like men. I am looking for a beautiful wife to have children with. So I'm taking applications. So if you want to email me, look at this single brother right here. Hit me up, y'all. Hit me up. Because I'm taking applications. Because, listen, my birthday's coming up. And I need a beautiful, beautiful woman on my arm for my birthday. No, I'm just messing, y'all. But seriously, I'm not living that lifestyle. And I am honestly looking for a beautiful woman out there. So holla at your boy. All right, let's continue on. So that was deep. That was a lot. That was a lot. Was that a lot for y'all? Was that a lot for y'all? That was a lot for me to get out. Woo. That felt good, though. That felt good. See how truth makes you feel good? Truth makes you feel real good. So then I continued on with rejection. All right? I continued on with rejection. Insecurity was reigning. We all get rejected. However, this is an important ingredient. This is an important ingredient in the recipe of my truth. Rejection and the lack of approval was rooted with my father. I was trying too hard. I was trying too hard in college. I was trying too hard in church. I was trying too hard. I was like, I just want to be liked. I just want to be liked. Does anybody else go through that? I just want to be liked. And the approval was like a drug, filling the deepest, darkest void. It was a confusion and rejection that was spiraling out of control. I would speak inappropriately to people because I thought that was the cool thing to do. That was the cool thing to do. I was making really poor decisions to gain the approval of man. I continue even now to fight this people-pleasing spirit, if you will. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We all try to people please. We all try to say, hey, you know what? I really want to be liked by them. Let me compromise to be liked. Really? You're going to compromise your integrity. You're going to compromise your values, your morals to be liked by them? Nah, not this one. So that's something I'm fighting even now. I think about Galatians 1:10. Galatians 1:10 says, am I now trying to win the approval of human beings or of God? Or am I trying to please people? If I were still trying to please people, I would not be a servant of God. So Galatians 1:10 says, stop trying to find the approval of man. We're trying to find the approval of God here. All right, I'm going to continue on. I got a little bit more, y'all. Boundaries. Boundaries are healthy. Can I get a witness right here and say that boundaries are healthy? It's important to have boundaries in your life. I learned this through experience, not because I was taught. I learned this through hard experience. Due to my longing for approval, I crossed boundaries personally and professionally. I crossed boundaries, y'all. I crossed boundaries, and this cost me relationships. This cost me, I'm going to say this, jobs. Yeah, I got fired for crossing boundaries, y'all. It's my truth. I crossed boundaries. And then I also lost integrity and resources. Yeah, I lost this stuff because of lack of boundaries. Please learn boundaries and teach boundaries. They're so important to have healthy boundaries. Boundaries are important. Comparison. So having a twin was a blessing. I mean, my ride or die best friend, even today, we'll get in a fight and make up in like 5 minutes. Like, we are the best of friends. I love my brother Frankie. He is my best friend. We see each other, like, we know the intricacies of each other's lives, and I would be a greater mess without him, all right? However, comparison kills. I would often find myself putting myself down, looking at his strengths and looking at my weaknesses. He became a blessing and a burden. He became a blessing and a burden. And comparison kills, y'all. So my brother became a blessing and a burden. How can I ever measure up? And then I had 2 older siblings, Nikki and Delaney. I had 2 older siblings that found the approval of my father way better than I did. I mean, my father loved them. Like, they played sports. He was their coach. So for me, from my perspective, my truth is, what's wrong with me? Why don't you love me? Because I don't like sports? So yeah, it was a hard truth to swallow, but that's part of it. I mean, I felt like my dad liked them better than me. So again, this was the type of life and lies I was telling myself. But y'all, truth sets us free. Truth sets us free. Finally, anxiety. Growing up, having instability and chaos all around me, I found myself adopting anxiety. This was my familiar friend. I would resort to negative behaviors to cope with the instability, the arguing parents, the lack of resources, being bullied. Anxiety was always there. But y'all, God heals even anxiety. He gives peace. Y'all, that's my truth. That's my story. But we're going to come back right after this next song about ways to combat the enemy. How can we bounce back? How can we bounce back? All right? We'll be right back after this song. We Have Overcome by Israel Houghton and New Breed. We'll be right back. What? Y'all know how good it feels to speak truth? It feels so good. It feels so good. And I can't believe it's already 8:35. Y'all, this is good. If you have not shared this broadcast, what are you waiting on? What are you waiting on? Share this broadcast. Thank you for being proud. Thank you for being proud. God be glorified. I am not who I was. God has brought me through this, y'all. I praise God. Glory to you, Lord. I'm here up in Chapel Hill, Carborough, giving God a praise because I'm not who I was. We've overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the words of our testimony. We've overcome by the truth that has set us free. There is liberty with your name on it. There is liberty with your name on it. Come on, y'all. I'm on fire this morning. Let me tell y'all something. Victory in the name of Jesus. Why? Because if you just know this man Jesus, if you just know this, I know a man named Jesus. I know a man named Jesus who has brought me out of crazy mess. I've had every opportunity to fail and fall in life. I didn't have a strong, structured home life growing up. I didn't have that. I didn't have great resources. I didn't come from wealth. I didn't have this, I didn't have that. But guess what I did have? Jesus. I had Jesus. That's all you need, y'all. That's all you need. All you need is him. My God, I feel you in this place. I don't know about y'all, but I feel good up in here. I feel good up in here. God is so good. My Lord, I thank you. We have overcome. We have overcome. My Lord, my Lord. Thank you so much, you guys. I appreciate your support. You guys have no idea. I love each and every one of you. Regina, Cassandra, Carnithia, my mother. My mother's real quiet on here, and I understand. Y'all, put a number 2. Put a number 2 if you just want to give some love to my mom. Just type 2 because she went through hell as well. She's got a story as well and has been through. Just type number 2. Just say, Mom, Brenda Santoro, I love you. And I thank you for carrying me through as well. I know a man named Jesus, so do you, and God got us through this thing. So yeah, 2, throw up the 2 for my mom. She's amazing. So thank you guys for joining me. Yeah. If you've not shared this broadcast, I don't know what you're waiting on. This is on fire. You remind us of the older person, a few things which God wants me to focus on my mind. Thank God, glory to God, glory to God. We're on the winning side, y'all. We're on the winning side. Listen, I need to get to this bounce back part. So, yeah, I love my mother too. So I'm going to stop this and we're going to jump in. Share this broadcast. And we are on the winning side. That was We Have Overcome by Israel Houghton and New Breed. And I don't know about y'all, but we have overcome. We have overcome. You're listening to the Positivity Push live here on 103.5 FM WCOM, live in Chapel Hill and Carborough. This is where we share inspirational stories of overcoming. And I'm telling y'all, we overcome by our testimony and our story. Not only will it cause us to triumph and overcome, but y'all, it allows us for others to do so as well. I've had many guests on this show share their overcoming stories, and it's been my turn. So listen, now what? I've shared my truth. I've shared my story. Now what? People have asked me so many times as I prepared for this, they asked, why are you telling your story now? Why are you telling your story now? What is the outcome you want to have? Well, listen, y'all. Last week, I'm going to tell very quickly, I was in Dallas, Texas. I was given the opportunity within 3 days to go to a conference called Millions Conference. I went to this conference, and there's this lady that spoke, very first speaker. Her name is Sophia Ruffin. She wrote a book called Set Free and Delivered. She wrote a book called Set Free and Delivered and spoke her story so boldly. She became free from homosexuality 8 or 9 years ago and is proclaiming Jesus today. This inspired me. This encouraged me and empowered me to say, you know what? Why am I hiding? Why am I holding myself hostage? God told me today, it's time to tell your story. So y'all, I'm telling my story. I know a man named Jesus. I know a man named Jesus. Come on, somebody. I'm going to say it again. I know a man named Jesus. And your scars have a story. Your scars are meant to embellish you. Your story isn't meant to be covered up. And ultimately, it's to share hope with people. You don't have to stay down. You don't have to stay down. A good friend of mine, Cassandra Elliott, who is watching on Facebook Live, has this thing called a bounce back anointing. And I talk about being a bounce backer, to bounce back after life's blows. And that's what I am, y'all. If I don't know nothing else, I know how to bounce back. I'm going to talk about how we can all bounce back at the end of this show. But God is getting the glory out of your life. Let me tell y'all one of my favorite scriptures, Exodus 1 verse 12. The greater they were afflicted, the more they multiplied. I'm going to say that again. Exodus 1:12. The greater they were afflicted, the more they multiplied. So people, here's the thing. If there's afflictions, if there's things you're going through, circumstances, situations, know that there's multiplication on the end of it. You don't die, you multiply. I'm going to say it again. You don't die, you multiply. There will be people that will try to keep you silent, but silence kills. Silence kills. And silence and secrets are strategies from the enemy. Not only does God know your name, but hell knows your name. You are intimidating. You're intimidating to the enemy's camp. You're a threat. And y'all, this week, my voice has been acting up. My voice has been acting up this week. My voice was almost gone. Let me tell y'all something. It was the enemy. It was the enemy trying to stop me from telling my truth. But it's time to bounce back. So what do you need to bounce back? What do you need to bounce back from life's blows? First of all, own your truth. Do you need a radio station and a Facebook Live to do it? No, you don't. You just need to own your truth. You need to know, listen, yeah, I went through some things. Yeah, I faced rejection and comparison. I really questioned my identity and sexuality. Yeah, I lived in an unstable home. You got to own it. That's right, Christina. You got to own it. Own it. Also, support system. Have a support system in your life. Have a support system in your life. My family was my support system. In fact, I want to go ahead and say my dad is healed. My dad no longer is in drugs and alcohol. My dad has been delivered. My dad has been set free from that. And God be glorified for it. God be glorified for it. He's been delivered and cleaned from that mess. So I thank God for it. Have mentors, have spiritual leaders, and have like-minded individuals. Have people in your corner that think like you think. Unity commands the blessing. Unity commands the blessing. Know who you are in God. Identity in Christ. You have to know your identity. You have to know that I am a child of God. I have everything because of Him. You have to know that you're fearfully and wonderfully made, that you look like Him. You have His DNA, royalty. That's what you are. In a relationship with Christ. Relationship with Christ. You got to know that Jesus is your anchor, and it's not just going to church every Sunday. It's daily talking, kicking, crying, screaming, complaining to Him. He can take it, y'all. He can take it. And that's relationship. Here's the deal. You're not meant to live in the shadows of your past. You're not meant to live in the shadows. You're not meant to look at the back of the boat. You're forging ahead. You're pressing toward the mark of the high calling. That's what you're doing. You're pressing toward the mark. And you're meant to shine with a bright light. You're meant to shine. Don't stay down. The enemy wants that. You cannot stay down. You know people are depending on you. People are depending on you to rise up and bounce back. Period. People are depending on you. So no matter the situation, circumstance, or predicament, I need you to know that you're meant to win. You're on the winning side. You're on the winning side. And you will not be defeated. Again, it's in your DNA to be victorious. It's in your DNA to be more than a conqueror. You're not just a conqueror, you're more than a conqueror. Yeah, God is going to do something amazing in our lives if we just let him. If we just let him. I receive that, Regina. When you give your life to Jesus, you lose everything. Everything. They say you have to give up some things. Guess what else you give up? You give up your mistakes. You give up your missteps. You give up your mess. You give all that up. You give it all up and say, I'm brand new. I am brand new. Yeah, just if you're on Facebook Live, just type brand new. You're brand new. Your mess is your message. One thing that I learned is that your story or your business is your business. That's why I opened up this coaching business. I have a coaching business. For those that don't know, I have a coaching business, and I want to coach people through things that I've been through. That's why I have it, to encourage, inspire, and empower people. So that's what I'm doing, y'all, to help people through the things that I went through. Your business is your business. Your story is your business. You went through it for a reason. It's not just for you. It's not just for you. You went through it for a reason. So don't be afraid to give up the familiar. Don't be afraid to give up that cozy little comfort zone. Don't be afraid to give that up, because it's only holding you back. God is setting you up for a legacy. There's a legacy with your name on it. And there's something that is meant for you and for the people that follow you, your children, your children's children. There's a legacy, and you're meant to have that. Sometimes what feels like punishment is your promotion. If I didn't go through the rejection, if I didn't go through the comparison or the instability, if I didn't go through that, I wouldn't be the man I am today. Your punishment is your promotion. And sometimes, again, like I said, the greater they were afflicted, the greater they multiplied. Out of your dark days come your best days. Did you know that photos are developed in the dark for a reason? We're meant to be developed in the dark. We're meant to go through some things in order to come out and have a pretty little picture. We're developed in the dark. So listen, it's time to bounce back. It's time to bounce back. For those that are listening, for those that are watching on Facebook Live, one thing that I'm birthing today for the month of September is not only my truth, but I'm creating a bounce back program called Resilient Royalty. Resilient Royalty. I'm going to post the information in Facebook, on the Facebook page. But success comes when shame leaves. I'm going to say that again. Your success comes when shame leaves. Stop being abused as an adult. Stop being abused as an adult. We oftentimes abuse ourselves with shame and guilt and condemnation. We beat ourselves up. Why? Stop abusing yourself as an adult. No longer are you meant to suffer in silence. It's time for you to speak your truth. It's time for you to own your truth. It's time for you to speak it, because guess what? Not only is it helping me, but it's helping you as well. It's helping others as well. So Resilient Royalty, I'm offering a 5-week intensive training course. It's a course of transformation. Again, I am a transformation coach, and I'm offering a 5-week course of Resilient Royalty. It's time to bounce back. It's time for you to own your truth. And so if anyone knows about the power of the bounce back, it's me. It's time to speak up. That's right, Tina Moore Brown is on. I love it. I love it. So this is a balance of experience, which many of you heard today, and also proven coaching strategies to get your royal rank back. It's time to get your royal rank back. It's time for you to reclaim your crown. That's what it's time for you to do. Get your bounce back. Starts Thursday, September 27th. There's going to be targeted journal prompts, meditative text messages, access to a private community, one-on-ones with me. I want you to have strategies on how to bounce back. I want you to realize, listen, life's blows are going to come. Life's blows are going to come, but it's how we bounce back. And the bounce back isn't only for you. The Resilient Royalty isn't just for you. It's for others. You're not meant to be here just for you. It's time to own your truth. So all the registration information, all of that stuff will be on the Facebook page. But listen, get in on this early registration. Get in on this early registration. You don't want to miss that. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss early registration. It's time to get your royal rank back. It's time to bounce back. Resilient royalty is yours. So listen, tap into this program, get in, get involved. I can't wait to start and have this blossom with you guys. So listen, y'all, I can't believe that it's almost over. We just got a few more minutes left. I'm gonna play one more song and then we're gonna wrap up this show. I can't believe it. So listen, we'll be right back after this song. Tyler Richardson, a good friend of mine from college, came out with a song called You Delighted in Me. You delighted in me. And guess what? He delivered me as well. So we'll be right back right after this song. All right.
See how fast it goes?
Flows by, just flies by.
You might think that when you're by yourself, it'll be
It's
tougher,
slower.
but
No.
once you...
Oh yeah, you just flow, right?
It
You
just-
flow. Thank you so much, Cassandra. Thank you for, oh wow, trusting you with the truth. I love it. I wish I could hug you. Hugs all around to everybody. Thank you guys for joining me this morning. I'm not even gonna play this whole song, but I know I did it. God did it. God did this. Boldness, courage. Be strong and courageous, y'all. What is holding you back? What is holding you back? Don't let fear hold you back from speaking your truth. Don't let fear keep you from speaking your truth. Somebody's waiting for it. Somebody's waiting for it. So listen, God be glorified this morning. God be glorified because he brought me a long way, a long way, a long way. If you've not shared this broadcast, this has been probably one of my most powerful broadcasts, one of my most powerful shows, because I know a man named Jesus. I know a man named Jesus, and God brought me through it. So good stuff, y'all. Good stuff. Good stuff. Tyler Richardson, I need you guys to download this song. You delighted in me. The Positivity Push with my man Tyler Richardson. You Delighted in Me is on the playlist today. Go download it today. You Delighted in Me, Tyler Richardson. All right, y'all. So we're about to, this was powerful, wasn't it? This was powerful. So I'm going, it was awesome, right? So we are going to wrap this up. Oh, we got 3 minutes left, okay. Yeah, I don't know if that's charging, Rocco. I don't know. My Apple Watch wasn't charging, but anyway.
It looks like it's
Okay,
charging.
good. Yes, he will. He will do it. Yeah. Awesome. So we're about to wrap this up. Freedom looks good on me. Come on. Does it look good on me, y'all? Does freedom look good on me? Yeah, freedom looks good on y'all too. Speak your truth, y'all. Freedom looks good on me. Freedom looks good on y'all too. So, thank you guys again for joining me this morning on the Positivity Push. I mean, God be glorified. God be glorified. God be glorified. I feel good this morning. You feel good, Rocco?
Feel good. You're going to feel better when you get off the air.
I know.
Because of you doing the show.
Yes, I mean, you know what's so funny? I've had guests that come on and they're like, I've had an amazing day because I either watched your show or they were on my show.
Exactly.
Crazy. All right, y'all. Yes, listen, I'm telling you, Regina, truth sets us free. So I'm expecting some amazing free things to happen after today for my life and for yours as well. All right, y'all, let's wrap this up. Are you ready, Rocco?
I'm ready.
Okay, cool.
Getting things going.
Let me make sure, Mom.
Purpose for your life, that really does disrupt.
Okay.
We were talking about that. There's really not detour.
Okay. Yes, 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 yes. I receive it. I receive it. I receive it. And that was Tyler Richardson with You Delighted in Me. A good college friend of mine just came out with this brand new song, You Delighted in Me. And it's really all about delivering. We're delivered through our truth. Truth sets us free. So today, as we wrap up the Positivity Push, I want you to do one thing. Own your truth. Speak your truth. Speak your truth. Even if it's a wound, even if it's something that may not feel so good, there's truth behind it. There's truth for a reason, and truth sets us free. Truth sets us free. So speak your truth today. There's freedom in it. And I want you to walk in abundant freedom and liberty today when you speak your truth. Yeah, I spoke my truth today this morning. Things that I've never said before. Things I've never said before. And what do? I'm extra. I'm super extra. And I share it on a radio station. Who does that? Who shares their nitty-gritty of their life on a radio station? This dude right here. So listen, it's the Positivity Push. And I am super grateful for each and every one of you all. Super grateful. And yeah, that's it, y'all. The Positivity Push. We are wrapping it up with, we're wrapping up the show. Y'all, we're wrapping up the show. I can't believe that it's over already. So stay tuned for Rocco in the music hall from 9 to noon. This is Antonio Santoro, your host of the Positivity Push on 103.5 FM WCOM, live in Chapel Hill, Carborough Community Radio. And listen, guys, I need you guys to go to thepositivitypush.com, go to the website, check it out. Also on the Facebook page. On the Facebook page as well, go like The Positivity Push. Join the great community there as well. I want to thank each and every listener and everybody of support on Facebook Live this morning. I appreciate you all. And that's it, y'all. That's it. So listen, 103.5 FM WCOM, Chapel Hill, Carborough Community Radio. It's been a great morning, pushing those positive vibes. I need you to own your truth. There's freedom in it. And have a great day and a great week ahead. And always remember, be positive.
See how fast it went?
Right. Yes, I will have a guest next week. I will.
Yeah.
Let me get out of the way. Stop that. Wow. Wow, y'all.
See how fast
It did. Wow. All right, let me come over here to wrap up. Guys, positivity pushers, I did it. I did it. I did it. I spoke my truth, and it felt so good. Who speaks their truth on the radio? Who tells the nitty-gritty of their life on the radio? Only this dude. So listen, I appreciate each and every one of you guys for jumping in, for helping me with my courageous walk this morning, for helping me and encouraging me. I am super grateful to each and every one of you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love each and every one of you guys. I need you guys to be positive, speak your truth. And if you've not shared this broadcast, click share before I get off here. Click share. And yeah, thank you guys again. Thank you guys again. Listen, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Be positive. And yeah, y'all, we did it. Come back next week. I've got an incredible guest next week. It's not going to be me. I'm not going to be telling my truth again for a minute. But I will have an amazing guest next week as well. So listen, it's been a good day already. And I can't wait to see you guys next week. So listen, be positive, chat with you guys soon, and have a fantastic day and week ahead. All right? See you guys. Be positive.